the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in there gently. Ain't been friends with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo, I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest? Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Money on my mind, so on toupee. Real out of time, never Kool-Aid. Sipping on sight. Came a long way from G-Bird. Putting in work like Ferd. New York to LA, Hawaii and Japan. And I'm man, at least I'm feeling like I am. Got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. But don't give a I'm saying I am. What that even mean? I don't know what you talking about. Why nowadays everybody got a palm out? P.O.P. that'll be me and that be what I rhyme about. I have arrived, all you rappers on time out. Rap back where you at, everywhere, worldwide. I know you've been waiting for this world to collide. B.O.W.Y. take a little for Lauren. But to take it back like that commodity inside the DeLorean. I am no historian, but here to make my predecessor proud.
Oh, you not allowed?
I put it on everything I really wanna cop out. But I did good for a drop out. How about the coupe? Hands go crazy. Gotta sound swag when the flow get lazy. What up, what good, where you at, what you been on? Anybody stepping to me, promise to get on. Better hop up on the train for your missing chance to hop up on the train for your missing chance to get on. Mixtape, Bobby, that's the type I spit on. Woo!
And it's on now. Everybody know that it's on now. Get in the zone now. No. Said it's on now. Everybody know that it's on now. Get in the zone now. No.
Everybody alive, everybody listening to this running alive. Come on up for the vibe, come on up for the vibe. Come on, now you gotta survive. Everybody alive, everybody listening to this running alive. Come on up for the vibe, come on up for the vibe. Come on, now you gotta survive. I said you gotta survive, gotta survive. I said you gotta survive, gotta survive. I said you gotta survive. Woo! I'm back at it, never out of breath like an asthmatic. I done had it, put it. I'm an addict back in Maryland, living in the attic, flowing erratic, bringing the static, busting like it. I'm battered in the baddest and added in the matters. My flow the fattest, hotter than the desert in Nevada. None of the batter, different chatter, none of it matter. Put it and listen to the pitter and patter, let him shatter. Cause I'm ripping and living and striving to kill it. The ripper, he call him a go when he flow. And you know he pursuing it, doing it, moving it, grooving it, some of the record, talking, walking, flipping it, ripping it. No. I'm back at it, never out of breath like an asthmatic. I done had it, but I'm an addict back in Maryland, living in the static, flowing erratic, bringing the static, busting like it. I'm battered in the baddest and mattered in the matters. My flow the fattest, hotter than the desert in Nevada. None of the batter, all the chitter and chatter, none of it matter. Put it and listen for the pitter patter, let him shatter. We're ripping and living and striving to kill it. A ripper, he calling, we're going, he flowing. You know he pursuing it, doing it, moving and grooving. And some of the record, talking, walking, flipping it, bringing it. You know I'm ripping and living, striving to kill it. Ripper, he calling, we're going, he flow. Listen, ripping and living and striving to kill it. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time. Listen. I'm ripping and living and striving to kill her. The ripper, he calling, we're going, he flowing. You know he pursuing it, doing it, moving and grooving. And some of the record, talking, walking, flipping it, ripping up. No. This is what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna test my syllability. You know what I'm saying? I like to call it my syllability. I've been sipping on this right now. This is one of the last songs we recorded for this. So I'm gonna really go off for y'all right now. We gonna do this in one breath, alright? This ain't no editing. We gonna do it like this. So y'all ready? Yeah. No. Y'all ready? Yeah. I'm living and living and striving to kill it. A ribby calling, we're going and flowing. And he pursuing and doing and moving and grooving. And stopping the record, talking, walking, flipping it, ripping. I'm flipping it, ripping, scribbling. I'm ready to go when I buy it. Can break it open like the nigga get control, can choke on it later. Yeah. Slicing MCs like Darth Vader. The head of the second, I'm gonna say yeah.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out and jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it gone and spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. I bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, looking clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Don't get empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for things.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to... they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Sherrill's to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Steamer!
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Hey, 382, Liz 50. Where's your hot? Where's your hot?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, they run with Howard. So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They pitch out to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 7. On first and goal, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Wide.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
Let's go. Woo.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards.
If a post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Yellow, it's in there. Yellow. Two. Gun.
To throw is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, going moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Come on, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Hey, flipper. Gun. Go ahead.
Second down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Trubisky over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. It's caught at the 10. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Running with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with his 3rd touchdown so far. Number 13 now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Move! Rhino!
A first down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following the interception, Cousins dancing to his left. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go with Howard again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Listen to me.
Back to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 42 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Phillip Rivers, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. One last shot now for Cousins. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bears, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. I just want the knowledge and the power. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada, 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 rada. never gave a f about $1. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like bottom. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, and myself, man. Give me the new, deliver new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo.